Yeah, hi. Let me put my speaker or the mic. So, welcome to the channel. And what we do is that we talk with other people to improve our English speaking and yeah, confident as we can say. And but today in today videos, I'm thinking that instead of talking to real people or any person or any user, I can talk to the Chat GPT because I have a topic, and the topic is the classes of the society. So it is related to sociology, it is related to economics, but uh, as I said earlier, that we do some kind of English speaking things in this channel. So I think even though we are talking about the sociology, the economics, we are telling these things in an English language. So I think I thought that I should have to record this thing and put this video in the YouTube channel. So yeah, and I I got the classification of the classes in our society. So there are four classes. First is lower class, then lower middle class, then third is middle class, and fourth is upper class. So these are the mainly four classes. But I think if we are going to very deep look at these things, we will gonna find a lot of things. So I'm gonna use ChatGPT to talk about the classes. Hey, hi.
Hey there, how's it going?
Yeah, everything is great. And like I'm here to talk about the classes, about the economic classes that we have. Like poor, rich, elite class, then the middle class. And like before and saying anything, I'm recording this video and going to upload this video on the YouTube. To so say hi to my viewers.
Hi to all of Hamza's viewers. It's great to be part of this conversation about economic classes. What specific aspects are you exploring?
So I'm really like kind of like very interested to learn about the classes. Like there are too many classes in our society, and those elite classes, those upper classes, those middle classes. But I would gonna start from the scratch and gonna look about the lower class. And there are two like how many things in the lower class? Like how many classes exist in the lower class?
That's a great starting point. In many societies, the lower class can have various subgroups based on factors like income, occupation, education, and access to resources. Generally, you might see distinctions within the lower class like working poor, people who are employed but still live below the poverty line due to low wages. 2. Unemployed.
Okay, tell
Those who
me
do
or
not have a
explain me
job
what
and
is
are
the
active
below poverty line?
and may exactly. Also, within the lower class, you might find 3. Informal sector workers.
No, I'm
Individuals
asking you
working
the
in
question
jobs
like what
without
is
formal
below poverty
contracts,
line, BPL?
often in areas like street vending or domestic work. Marginalized MCs.
I think it has having some kind of problems. Uh, I don't know. ChatGPT has like today I face a lot of problems while using ChatGPT. So maybe these are the some kind of issues. Hey, could you please clarify what is below poverty line?
Of course, the term below the poverty line refers to a specific income threshold set by governments to determine who is considered to be living in poverty. If a person's or a family's income is below this threshold, they are considered to be living in poverty. The poverty line is often calculated based on the cost of living, including necessities like food, housing, and healthcare. It varies from country to country and sometimes even within regions of a country to reflect local economic conditions. People below this line may struggle to meet basic needs and often face challenges accessing education, healthcare, and employment opportunities.
Okay, why is the thing that those people who belong to the below poverty line faces these kind of challenges in society?
People below the poverty line face several challenges due to limited resources and opportunities. 1. Limited access to education. Financial constraints can make it difficult for individuals to afford quality education, limiting their job prospects and income potential. 2. Healthcare barriers. Lack of financial resources often means limited access to healthcare services, leading to untreated medical conditions and higher health risks. 3. Employment challenges. Many people in poverty have limited access to stable, well paying jobs, often due to lower education levels or lack of job opportunities. 4. Social stigma. People living in poverty may face discrimination or social stigma, which can impact their mental health and opportunities for social mobility. 5. Limited access to resources.
Okay,
Those below the poverty line
before
often
going
struggle
to
to afford.
all of those characteristics, let's talk about the education thing. Why those people or those underclass people didn't get or don't get the education? Why is that?
Access to education can be limited for people in the underclass for several reasons. 1. Financial constraints. Education often comes with costs tuition, books, uniforms, transportation, which can be unaffordable for low income families. 2. Lack of resources. Schools in low income areas may have fewer resources, such as qualified teachers, educational materials, and extracurricular activities, impacting the quality of education. 3. Work
Okay,
obligations.
I've
Some
heard a
individuals
lot
may need
about
to
the
work to support.
extracurriculum activity. What is the reason of that activity with the education? What I imagine education is the kind of things that we study, we learn. But when it comes to the extracurriculum activity, I imagine those things as a playing football, playing cricket. So why is that? Why we have to connect those extracurriculum activity with the education?
Extracurricular activities are important because they help in the overall development of students. Here's how they relate to education. 1. Skill development. Activities like sports, arts, and music help students develop skills such as teamwork, leadership, time management, and problem solving. 2. Social skills. Participating in group activities helps students build social connections, improve communication, and learn to work collaboratively with others. 3. Stress relief. Engaging in extracurricular activities provides a break from academic pressure, helping students manage stress and maintain a healthy balance. 4. Building confidence. Success in extracurricular activities can boost self esteem and confidence, encouraging students to take on challenges in academics and life. So, while academics are crucial, extracurricular activities complement education by fostering a well rounded development.
But when you talk about the underclass or the poor class, the thing is that they really don't have time for the playing any games. They barely give times for their studies. So in that society, in that class, we really don't have to focus on the extracurriculum activities, and in general, we really don't focus on those things. I belong to the middle class family, lower middle class, and I have seen that there is no such kind of extracurriculum activities that any schools or any colleges provides to the students. But these are the other issues. We are talking about the education. So education is a kind of a big thing about anyone's life, and it can give you something very valuable. So like I really want to know that what are the like compare the elite class. Okay, so not the elite class. Talk about the lower class, then middle class, and though that old money guy, those upper class or those elite class. What are the differences of the education that they have and we don't have?
Education experiences can vary significantly across different social classes. Here are some key differences. 1. Access to resources. Upper class families often have the means to provide their children with private tutors, advanced educational tools, and extracurricular activities. In contrast, lower class families might have limited access to such resources. 2. Quality of schools. Private schools or well funded public schools in affluent areas often have better facilities, more experienced teachers, and a broader curriculum compared to schools in lower income areas. 3. Higher education opportunities. Students from wealthier backgrounds are more likely to attend prestigious universities and have access to scholarships or financial support. Lower class students may face financial barriers to higher education. 4. Support systems. Upper class families might provide strong support systems, including guidance on educational and career choices. Lower class students might lack such support due to various socioeconomic challenges. Overall, these differences can impact educational outcomes and opportunities for social mobility.
Okay, you have mentioned a lot of things like providing the tutor, providing the uh, best quality of education. The thing is that why we can't and we are not able to provide that much kind of thing to the underclass.
Providing equal educational opportunities for everyone is a complex challenge influenced by various factors. 1. Economic barriers. Many families in the underclass struggle to meet basic needs, leaving limited financial resources for education related expenses. 2. Infrastructure and funding. Schools in low income areas often lack adequate funding, facilities, and resources, making it difficult to provide high quality education. 3. Social and cultural factors. In some communities, there may be a lack of awareness about the importance of education or limited encouragement to pursue academic goals. 4. Policy and governance. Systemic issues such as inadequate educational policies and funding distribution can also contribute to disparities in educational access and quality. Addressing these challenges requires coordinated efforts from governments, communities, and organizations to ensure that all students, regardless of their background, have the opportunity to receive a quality education.
But like we have seen in India, in any third
I'm
country.
sorry, but you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice. You can
Okay,
switch to standard now to keep chatting.
okay, I have uh, what do I say? I have reached the limit of the advanced voice mode, which is only available for the premium person who have bought the premium or the subscription. It is only available for the 10 minutes, and I have used my 10 minutes. I can use the what to say standard voice mode, which is very easily accessible, and you can use it all day. It's free for all day. But okay, I think this is enough. I don't have to make this a very long video. And I'm really interested talking about the classes that we have in the society, which is a very big difference. We often talk about that. Okay, I have to jump the class, like I have to become that much rich. I have to earn that much. I have to live like that person or that thing. The problem is that we have to understand the how the classes works, how we have differentiated that thing in the society, so that we can grab the whole idea and see the every point where we can jump, where are the opportunities are available to jump to one class to the another class. Like for example, if you are a middle class, then you can know that okay, what are the things that I can do to jump to the upper class. What are the possibilities, what are the lucks that we and I gonna have in that thing. So these are the really important thing. It's not kind of a dreamable thing that one day you gonna take a sleep, and after waking up you you got a lot of money, $1 million or $1 billion, and then you are ended up living a very wealthy life. It's not like kind of thing. Okay, so these are things is very really important, and now we have those kind of technologies, those kind of things that we can know a lot about things. And I have observed about the elite class, those upper class, the education they have, the quality of education they have is there's nothing match to us. I belong to the lower middle class, and I can't compare my education to those. Uh, for example, I take a mediocre person in elite class. Elite class is a very high class. Okay, don't take elite class. Take the lower upper class. Uh, we say new money, a new mini class, new money class in our modern term. So compared to them, our education is nothing. We say that okay, education is the one thing what we have done in the like the subjects that we study is the same for them also, because whatever the philosopher, whatever the teacher, whatever the previous person or the scientists have written, uh, they read the same thing and we also read the same thing. But the problem is that the teachers, they have the material, they have the how they study those things is very kind of a matter. We I in my lifetime I didn't get the chance to go any science lab and perform any science experiment, any physics experiment. I can perform those things in my uh, home, in my areas. The problem is that I went to the school and I didn't get the chance, or I there was no lab in my school. So uh, the school has the responsibility to do this kind of a labs, but I didn't get the thing. I didn't get the chance to use the laptop, whereas compared to those lower upper class or any elite class person, they have a lot of things using those laptops, any kind of things. So even though we say that okay, now we are living in the internet era, everything, like we can search anything and we can get a lot of knowledge, a lot of books by just clicking uh, one page. This is real, but it's a fact. The fact is that the more kind of the good circumstances you have related to study, related to a better world, the more you engage to become a better person, the more you engage to become a educated person, become a very kind of related to those things. Imagine, like, there is a thing that why most of the wealthiest persons are rich and why most of the unwealthiest person are not rich. There's a thing that they have the generational wealth, but also they have the knowledge, and generational wealth is enough. Like, they can be a billionaire, they can be a silver spoon or golden spoon by birth. The problem is that most of the CEOs, most of the CFOs, most of uh, the person who runs company, the person who runs the IT industry, the the big companies or any kind of enterprises, uh, most of the people belong to the allied class. So these are the problems. We just say that okay, uh, uh, if anybody is going to do hard work, they will gonna achieve it. This is true, but the thing is that to doing hard work, you know what how to do the hard work. There's no one to give you or guide you. So that's the point, and it's a kind of a economic and sociological thing. We don't have to focus on those things, or we have to focus on those things. Is a I think it's a subjective. If you think that okay, I have to surpass the classes, I have to go to the upper classes, jump to the upper classes, then you can study those classes. Otherwise, it is subjective. It depends on you what you think about uh, how much you have to earn, how much the benefits that you wanna have in your life. It's a subjective. So yeah, and most of the, like, uh, I mostly focus on the improving my English communication. It is a English communication thing, like talking to, saying, doing anything in English. Okay, so like building a environment for the English, it's really helpful and really matter to improve all of those things. It's not kind of thing that okay, I'm gonna, like, you don't have to do like I just have to take a 1 hour and only in 1 hour I'm gonna talk in English. It's a good, it will gonna improve you. But if you want to do extreme in these things, then you can do or take my suggestion that building an environment, doing everything in English, which is pretty hard. I i I also, like, I'm not kind of person who do this every day. Sometimes it relapses, but yeah, this is how we build these things. And building habits is different, but yeah, I think we will gonna talk about the habit uh, in some other videos, but not this. And yeah, like, I didn't expect it that this video would gonna take 20 minutes, but yeah, I have to uh, what to say, record this video in a 10 minutes, which was not possible because I really have to uh, say a lot of things, and I really wanted to say a lot of things, but yeah, I should have also have to make a limit of the time and also my words, so which is important. But yeah, as you can see that I'm a chatterbox a lot, which is usually I'm not. But I don't know what happens. Sometimes it happens. You speak a lot of things, and cause the reason for this is that I really have a lot of things to say. So these are the things, and yeah, just say bye and end this video.